Hey guys, it's Vanessa from Kind Hearted Studio. Today we are going to talk about Lifeline. So, this is a little exercise that I like because it gives you kind of your life in review. So, we're going to look at it from the time of your birth to today. So, what we're going to do is you can find a recycled piece of paper, markers, pencil crayons, pencil, whatever you want to use, and we're going to create a lifeline. So you're just going to divide your page in half with a line. I'm going to use black so that you guys can see it a little bit better. So from here, what we're going to do is you're going to put now, okay, on your right hand side. And here you're going to put your birthday. And so you can decide, depending on your age, what you want to break up your timeline in. Is it 5 years? Is it 10 years? What is it going to be? Okay, and from there, you're just going to go. So if you break it up in fives, you'll just kind of notch out 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, whatever that is, and make these little marks to know where that lies. You might want to break it up in 10-year increments. So you could go birthday, 10, 20, 30, 40, and break it up that way. That works too. So I'm going to choose 5-year increments. All right. And so what you're going to do is, like that roller coaster ride, you're going to take a line and you're going to decide, thinking back and reviewing your life, what are some of those highs on your roller coaster ride and what are some of those lows? And you're going to use one line to create what that looks like. So if I do this, maybe you don't really remember too much. Your younger years were relatively good, maybe they weren't. And you're just going to dictate a line. What does that look like? So from there, you can kind of break and think about what some of those high highs were and what some of those lows were. You can do little pictures, you can write words, you can make it look however you want. And so from there, you guys take a turn and do it yourself. All right, so from there, you have your lifeline complete. You've thought about it, you've put in your line. What I'd like you to do and invite you to do is pick one of these points that are on your downward roller coaster and take a peek and think about that time in your life and see if there's anything that you might have gained as a result of going through that experience. Did you, as a result of it, have or gain a new skill or trait? Perhaps you found your voice. Perhaps you became more outspoken. Perhaps you, I don't know, what might have happened as a direct result of going through that? And how can you reframe it and look at it differently in terms of what you went through what brought you out to the other side. So, for example, when I think about my experience in Spain, and I was at probably the lowest point of my life in terms of I had no social life. I was emotionally unstable. I was emotionally eating and hiding food. Um, but through that all, it tore me down and it allowed me to build myself up in a way that I wanted to create myself. And so by moving to the Netherlands, it almost gave me this platform on which I could recreate new. So I had such a terrible experience and I didn't meet friends and I didn't learn the language as well as I had hoped. It then propelled me and pushed me to pursue better and to do better in the Netherlands. I had seen everything that had gone wrong and that I had done, and I wanted to do something different. And so I looked at that experience and determined what that different needed to be. And then from there, acted from that place. You know, we get so caught up in thinking that comfortable is good and that acting from that place of comfortable is where we should stay. But it's really having that one step outside of feeling comfortable is really the place we need to be to grow, because we don't grow in our comfort zones. We grow by taking one step out of them. And so if we want to grow and if we want to enhance our lives, we can't be scared of feeling uncomfortable. And a lot of the times being vulnerable is uncomfortable. And change and growth is uncomfortable. But when we can embrace that feeling, then we can move with it and grow with it. You can't touch this. No, it's not hammer time. It's journal time. One of my favorite things I ever read was, you have no control over the hand dealt to you in life, but you do have a say how the hand is played. It goes something like that. But it gives you an idea that, yeah, we can't control the things that happen to us all the time. There'll be things that happen to us way beyond our control, but we do have a say as to how we play and what card we lay and what that event is going to mean to us. And what I think is great about it is, you know, life isn't this straight line. It's full of ups and downs, a roller coaster. And so we forget about that, right? We think that life should be just kind of this smooth sailing and that nothing should ever go wrong and we shouldn't experience pain and we shouldn't. One of my favorite videos is called Life's Ups and Downs or something like that by Jay Shetty. He's a guy who was studying to be a monk for 3 years and has since gotten married. He has a family, but his values and his truths and his words are incredible and incredibly inspiring. So I invite you to go to the link below and watch that video and just see what resonates with you. Journal about the process of creating this lifeline and creating your own lifeline and what kind of resonates with you as you watch that video. Thanks, guys.